Good evening, everybody. I'm Lindsey, and this is my commentary. My commentary tonight, I'm going to talk about politics, which is ironic because tonight is the GOP presidential debate. Who I'm voting for, I don't know. They all seem messed. They all seem like they don't know what they're talking about. And if one is elected president, I hope they represent the people right. Our elected officials are supposed to represent us. Why they're in office. It's the same reason why we voted them. We elected them to represent us, because we believe that they will represent us the right way. Unfortunately, it's not so. Unfortunately, there's some who don't care about the people. I mean, they don't care about nothing but themselves. And it's so messed up. Oh, what? And I don't get it. What's the use of the House of Representatives if they don't represent the people? If they don't work together? I think the change that we need this election and next year's election is to dump the Democrats and the Republicans, because it seems to me that they don't want to work together. And that's scary. This is my future. This is your future. What about college? What about free college? What about police brutality? What about these cops being killed for no reason? Is now police brutality and those police officers that were killed in the past couple of days made me say this, what I'm about to say, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate mail. All lives matter. Police lives matter, and black lives matter. All lives matter. Don't care if you're black or in police uniform. The change we need this election is to dump these two parties and get some real people who love this country, who love their country, who will represent the country in the right way. Don't take my word for it. Take Bill Bond's word for it. I want you to hear this clip from the late great Bill Bonds. This is from 2008, his last broadcast and his last commentary on the air.
We've heard an awful lot about the energy crisis we have, and I have always believed that optimism and hope were the twin fuels that made this democracy run right.
Oops.
We've
Sorry.
heard an awful lot about the energy crisis we have, and I have always believed that optimism and hope were the twin fuels that made this democracy run right. For as long as I can remember, Americans have always been kind of an optimistic people and a hopeful people, a pretty happy nation and glad last television news that I ever get to anchor, so I'm going to take a shot at one little commentary here. Like you, I love America, love being an American, but you know something? More and more frequently, I don't trust my government. I don't believe what some of our elected leaders are telling us from time to time. This country and this America we so love, and the rest of the world so desperately needs, is indeed in deep, deep crisis. And if we're going to successfully maneuver our way through these nightmares, I think we're going to have to play a little hardball with these two political parties of ours and the people who control them. We've got to find a way to tell these Democrats, these Republicans, these liberals, and these conservatives, hey, look, guys and gals, before you were a Republican, before you were a Democrat or a liberal or a conservative, you were first an American. I believe there are a lot of Americans who are now convinced that you kind of have forgotten that. I think a lot of Americans believe that maybe you're just more loyal to your parties than you are to your country and your fellow citizens. And maybe, just maybe, the change we really need this election is to somehow dump these two parties and form a new one. Because whatever it is you guys and gals are doing, it ain't working anymore. And that's kind of scary. Try to imagine what the world would be like Friday morning if we all woke up and there was no America. Now, I know somebody at home would say, come on, Billy, this is America. That can't happen. Can't happen? What happened to the Detroit that was the industrial center with a world population of 1.7 million people? And where have all the car companies gone? Think about this. If you don't change, you don't adjust, you go bye-bye. Talk that over with the next dinosaur you see driving a Nash, a Hudson, or a Packard automobile. Of course, you can't do that. They've all disappeared. John, Marilyn, it's been a lot of fun.
Yes, it has.
Yes, it has, Bill.
That is still true to this day. Because that exactly proves my point. Our country is in trouble. United we stand, divided we fall. You Democrats and you Republicans, I don't know what to tell y'all. Other than you need to work together. Because what y'all doing, it's not working together. And that's scary. And he used the city of Detroit as a prime example of what can happen to America economically. Well, it already has. I hope we can get this country right again. We can make this country great again. Anyway, that's my commentary. Good night. God bless.